Eala thrilled to open 2026 with doubles win versus pioneers Venus Williams, Elina Svitolina. Eala, 20, teams up with 18-year-old Ivanovic as they overcome 7-time Grand Slam champion Venus Williams and WTA Tour Finals winner Elina Svitolina in the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand. Manila, Philippines. Eala could not have started the year any better as she battled and got a win over two tennis legends. Eala and partner Ivanovic opened their women's doubles campaign in the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, with a 7-6, 7, 6-1 win over Venus Williams and Elina Svitolina on Monday, January 5. The young duo of 20-year-old Eala and 18-year-old Jovic recovered from a 5-6 deficit in the first set and pulled through a nervy tiebreak to beat their established opponents who have won the biggest titles in the sport. Williams, 45, owns 7 Grand Slam titles, 5 Wimbledon and 2 US Open, and an Olympic gold medal and held the #1 rank in the world at the peak of her powers. Meanwhile, Svitolina, 31, ruled the WTA Tour Finals in 2018, captured an Olympic bronze medal, and ranked as high #3 in the world. To start the year with such a moment like this and sharing the court with two pioneers of the sport, pioneers off the court as well, people I looked up since I was young, I'm so happy to be able to share this moment with you and all of you guys, said Eala in front of droves of Filipinos who came to watch. Having won a combined 24 doubles crowns, Williams and Svitolina stamped their class early as they grabbed a 5-3 lead, breaking Eala and Jovic in the 8th game to move on the cusp of clinching the opening set. But Eala and Jovic claimed 3 of the next 4 games to force a tiebreak, where they once again fought back from the brink by winning 3 consecutive points after trailing 6-7. Eala and Jovic then dominated the second set as they wrapped up the match in 1 hour and 29 minutes, with Williams unable to return the serve of the Filipina for the point that sealed the deal. Also entered in the singles competition, Eala will face world number 17 Dana Vekic in the first round on Tuesday, January 6. Eala, who is currently ranked number 53 in the world, is using the WTA 250 tournament as a warm-up for the Australian Open, where she will play in the main draw for the first time in her career. Rappler.com. The first morning of 2026 did not arrive quietly for Eala. It came with the echo of tennis balls cracking against strings, with the hum of a crowd that understood it was witnessing more than just a match, and with the improbable poetry of generations colliding on the same rectangle of blue hard court. For Eala, opening the year with a doubles win was already a reason to smile. Opening it against pioneers like Venus Williams and Elina Svitolina turned that smile into something closer to awe. The scoreboard would later reduce the moment to numbers, games won, sets taken, a tidy conclusion to a competitive contest. But tennis, especially on days like this, has never truly been about numbers. It has been about stories. And this match told several at once. Eala walked onto the court carrying the quiet confidence of a player who has learned, early in life, how to belong in rooms that once felt impossibly large. She is still young enough for the word promise to follow her like a shadow, yet experienced enough to know that promise alone does not win matches. The new year found her grounded, alert, and visibly thrilled, not nervous, to share a court with names she had grown up watching, studying, and admiring. Across the net stood Venus Williams, a living chapter of tennis history. Venus did not need an introduction. Her presence alone reminded everyone why the sport looks the way it does today. Her power, her poise, her refusal to shrink, these were not just traits but legacies. Beside her was Elina Svitolina, a symbol of modern resilience and precision, a player shaped by relentless baseline exchanges and mental toughness forged on the biggest stages. They were called pioneers, and rightly so. Venus had pioneered possibility. Svitolina had pioneered consistency in an era of relentless competition. And now, on this first day of 2026, they were pioneers of something else too, a moment where the past and future stood eye to eye. From the opening game, the match carried an energy that felt celebratory rather than cautious. Doubles tennis, often underestimated, became the perfect stage for this encounter. It demanded communication, trust, and intuition, qualities that transcend age and ranking. At the net, reflexes mattered, but so did respect. Eala played with a brightness that was impossible to miss. Her movement was light, her anticipation sharp. She did not play around her opponents. She played through the moment, fully aware of its significance but not burdened by it. Every clean volley, every well-timed return felt like a conversation with history, polite, confident, and unafraid. There were flashes of Venus's signature authority, the kind that compresses time and reminds spectators why she has endured. There were long rallies shaped by Svitolina's discipline, points that tested patience and resolve. Yet Eala and her partner answered each challenge with clarity. They adjusted. They learned. They believed. What made the win special was not dominance, but balance. It was the sense that this was not a battle of old versus new, but a meeting of equals shaped by different eras. The pioneers did not fade, they competed. The rising star did not hesitate, she stepped forward. When the final point ended and the handshake came, the moment lingered. Smiles were exchanged, not the polite kind, but the genuine ones that say, this mattered. For Eala, the thrill was visible. It was the thrill of starting a new year not just with victory, but with validation. Opening 2026 this way carried symbolic weight. The calendar reset, and with it came possibility. For Eala, this doubles win was not a statement of arrival, she had already arrived, but a statement of direction. It suggested a player ready to learn from the past while actively shaping the future. In many ways, the match felt like a bridge. Venus Williams stood on one end, representing decades of breakthroughs that expanded the sport's horizons. Elina Svitolina stood near the middle, embodying the relentless professionalism of recent years. And Eala stood on the other end, looking ahead, carrying with her the hopes of a new generation and a nation that watches her every step with pride. The crowd sensed it too. Applause came not only after winners, but after long exchanges, clever plays, and moments of sportsmanship. It was as if everyone understood that this was tennis at its best, not just competition but continuity. As the players left the court, the year felt officially begun. Not because of fireworks or countdowns, but because of something quieter and stronger, purpose. Eala's win did not close a chapter for the pioneers she faced, it honored them. And in doing so, it opened a fresh page for herself.